Hi, folks. Welcome to another 10 Talk. I'm excited to have Jennifer Lieben again doing part 2 of her video series with us. She's done several, so be sure and check out all her 10 Talks. But this one, in her first one, she talked about a quick and easy using Screencastify to make very simple videos for your classroom, whether of you or your screen, whatever. Now she's going to dig a little deeper into WeVideo, and she's going to, this has ways to get fancy. Jennifer is a visual arts and technology teacher, middle-level teacher. She's now a library specialist, and she's also a 2020 Illinois finalist for Teacher of the Year. So Jennifer, thank you. My name is Nancy Latham. I'm from the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign, and I personally am really excited about hearing this WeVideo, Jennifer, so take it away.
Awesome. Well, WeVideo is probably the lesser known of the tools I'm going to do here, but it's probably my most favorite. So WeVideo is a way to create videos. Either like students can use it to create videos or teachers can use it to create videos. But I always call this like leveling up your video game, you know, because you have like just your regular screencast or like talking to the camera like this, or you can start to get really fancy by doing things like picture-in-picture and layering titles and even green screen, which is my most favorite thing. So I'm gonna start by sharing my screen and try to go through the basics of this as quickly as possible, but because it's my favorite thing, I tend to like, stop me when I'm, you know. All right, let's get to share the screen, and there we go. All right, so I am at WeVideo.com. That is their landing page, and that's where you would go in and find out information. There is a free version, but the free version is not as full-bodied as the WeVideo for Schools paid version. And what I tell teachers all the time is that if I was in charge, which I'm not, but if I was, and I could only pick one thing to buy for my Chromebooks at school, it would be WeVideo, because I think it outweighed, the advantages outweigh like anything else, any other paid tool that I've seen. Most schools go to WeVideo because they have Chromebooks and they want some sort of video editing that works on the Chromebook. But here's the thing, WeVideo is web-based, so it's not just for Chromebooks, it's for all computers, it's cloud-based. If I'm making a video, I can start it on my computer here, go to school, use it on my Chromebook, go into the app on my phone and do stuff. It's just, it's amazing. So it's cloud-based, it's not device dependent. As soon as I log in, this is my dashboard. So you can see I always have really good faces in my screen grabs because that's what happens, right? So I will see projects that I've been working on, media that I've uploaded, things I've exported in the past. They do have templates, although I don't mess with them. I'm kind of a free-form person. I'm gonna go ahead to my projects to just open up some of the things I've worked on. And I have this thing called demo, which is probably one that I have, just to play around with and show people stuff. But I can go in and just create a brand new blank edit. So I'm gonna do blank edit, start editing, and I will get the timeline. So this is your work area in WeVideo. This is where all of that magic happens. So what you do in WeVideo is you have all of these sections here in order to get content. So I always say that like in Screencastify, you can create content and you can like kind of get your materials, but WeVideo gives you like this full range of tools to like do stuff with the content. Screencastify has some, but it's limited compared to what WeVideo can do. If you are a fan of iMovie, this is all of that plus some, in my opinion. So what I would do is, this is content that I already have uploaded. I could go ahead and drag it in. There's me talking. Again with the faces, and I can go in and I can see it. I can do things like shrink down my video. I can go into specific points. I can cut to crop it down, move it around. You see I have multiple tracks. So let's say I want to take this video and I want to put some sort of title or caption or something on top of it. I now go into the text tool here, and I now have access to a range of different titles and things that can happen. And I grab it, pull it down into my timeline, and it will show up. I'm gonna move my playhead so you can see it right on top there. Because this title is on top of the track with me, you see it on top. So the layering is very literal. If you put something on top, you're gonna see it, it's going to be in front of the other thing. That's the thing to keep in mind. If I had my title and then my video on top, you're not going to see the title because the title is behind my video. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. That's a thing that sometimes is a little bit hard for people to get. Now, once you have clips in your timeline, you can do a lot with the clips just by kind of selecting, I'm clicking on it, hovering over it, and each clip always has what I call the edit pencil. And depending on what kind of clip it is, you can do different things. So with a title, I can go in now and I can change, you know, the title and what it says. I can go in and change the colors of things. And that's the accent color, and then this is the text color. So I can do things like that. I can make the title last a longer amount of time by clicking and dragging. That's a good face. So those are things that you can do there. On a video clip, I can click on the edit pencil and I can do things like rotate it. I can do things like flip it. I can zoom in or out of it. I can change like the XY axis of like where it's located by typing it in there, or I can just click and drag it. So I can move my video around. Why this would be important is, say I want to do like a picture in picture. I'm going to cancel this and we're going to take this video on top of this video. Right now it just looks like one thing. If I take this and go to edit it and make it smaller, I now can take it, move it over, and I can do a picture in picture, a video over video.
Wow.
So yeah, so you can do it with moving video. You can also do it with pictures. So if I'm talking about like an artwork, a lot of times I might pop it up in the corner so you can see it, or an example or something. So this is what I mean by making it a little fancier. So you can either, you know, low tech would be talking to your webcam and like pulling up your like, here's the worksheet and the this and the this, or you use WeVideo and then you just pop it up as like an extra thing. Or if you want to get super fancy, you green screen the worksheet on the background and you stand in front of it like a weatherman and you point to it. So I want to show you that now because that is amazing. So the way you can either create your own green screen content, or you can go to this stock media tab. Now this is a part of WeVideo for schools that is amazing because you can have elementary students make an entire video without ever having to leave the WeVideo environment. And then you don't have to worry about like copyright infringement. You don't have to worry about like inappropriate content and things like that. They give you all of this stuff, and all I have to do is type in what I'm looking for, in this case, green screen, and I will get all of this like instant content here. Let's just pick this one that says laptop with green screen. And what happens here is when I go into that edit pencil, I click on, I always tell my students it looks like a little guy in front of a green screen. And the way this works, it's actually called color keying because you're keying out a color, but the common term is green screen. So I click on this dropper and then I click where I want to remove it. So when I click on that, this turns black. It looks like nothing happened, but it actually removed it. It's transparent. So I'm going to save this and then I'm going to drag myself. Ooh, that's going to be layered wrong. I have to put that on top. So I'm going to layer myself behind it. And you see it's still small in the corner. I'm going to go back to my, ooh, am I in the right clip? Yeah. I need to go in and I need to change my size and I need to move it around. So now I can move that, put it in there and test it. So there's me and it looks like I'm on the computer screen. So it's kind of cool. Like in this case, it forms like a window through to the other side. If you were going to do a more traditional green screen, you might do like yourself here and then like a background of, I don't know, the Leaning Tower of Pisa or something, or wherever you want it to be, or your worksheet where you're pointing to stuff. So yeah, there's so much you can do with that, with the content that's here, also with creating your own content. There's so many things teachers have done that are amazing. I actually have videos on YouTube. I have a whole thing about like green screen tricks, and that's how I like wacky green screen things is one of the things I'm known for.
Wow. Well, we'll link to that. Definitely. We'll link to your YouTube videos.
For sure.
Now, I noticed that the title and the words, you had video in the video, and then it said the words. When people take like a PowerPoint slide or whatever that has the words, and can you do it on each side of the video? When people say they're going to bumper something, is that how they're doing it? Putting a beginning and an ending before the video?
Yes, probably. Okay. Yeah, like a title and then like a credits.
Right.
And you can use the built-in functions that WeVideo has, but you can also bring in your own stuff. So if you want to design on a Google slide, save it as like a JPEG and bring it in as your static title. So to get really big, I use it as like my end cards for my YouTube videos. It's actually just an image that I bring in at the end, but I'll do like a voiceover over it. So,
Oh, okay.
so that's like a fun thing. And then you can pop up other things. You can, I didn't even talk about like in that content, it has music, it has sound effects, it has still images and video clips. There is so much stuff in there that, yeah, that's why I said I can go on and on and on talking about this stuff because there's so much in there. And the video I showed you, or the titles, was a motion titles, but there's also static titles. And then you can take an image and you can animate the image across the screen. It's just, it's insane, all the things that you can do. So I've just shown you the most baby basics of WeVideo.
Well, thank you. These were great. And we will link to some of your YouTube videos. We'll link to WeVideo. So, you know, grab the top 10 list, and, you know, there's never been a better time for us to get creative with our videos, right? Thank you, Jennifer. I appreciate it.
Thank you.